Hello students, today we are going to discuss chapter tissue. As we know, tissues are of two types, plant tissue and animal tissue. Plant tissue is further divided into two types, meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Meristematic tissues are those tissue which are capable of division, means which can divide. So meristematic tissue is further divided into three categories types: apical meristematic tissue, lateral meristematic tissue and intercalary meristematic tissue. Apical meristematic tissue, it is present at the tip of the root and shoot, means at the growing regions of the plant, which increase the length of the stem and root. Lateral meristematic tissue, it is present below bark, cambium, dicot root and stem. Intercalary meristem, it is present at the base of the leaves. Next is the permanent tissue. Permanent tissue, it is further divided into two types, simple tissue and complex tissue. Simple tissue, they are protective and supporting tissue which protect the plants from any injury and which protect and which support the plant, which consist of only one type of, means single type of cells. And complex tissue, it is composed of more than one type of cells. It is complex tissue, it is further divided into two types, xylem and phloem. As you already did in previous classes, xylem and phloem are the vascular bundles, are known as vascular tissue. Xylem, it helps in the transport of the water from one plant from roots to the other parts of the plant, and phloem helps in the transportation of food from leaves to other parts of the plants. Xylem, it has further other types, vessels, tracheids, xylem parenchyma and xylem sclerenchyma. Phloem, it has further types, sieve tubes, companion cell, phloem parenchyma and phloem fiber. Next is the simple tissue. It has three further types, parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Parenchyma are the living cells which provide support to plant and also store food. Collenchyma, it gives flexibility to the plants. It allows easy bending in various parts of the plant. Sclerenchyma, they are the dead cells, and which example they are present means husk of the coconut is made up of sclerenchymatous tissue. It provides strength to the plant parts. Next, animal tissue. Animal tissue has further four types: epithelial tissue, muscular tissue, connective tissue and nervous tissue. Firstly, epithelial tissue, it has further five types: squamous epithelial tissue, cuboidal epithelial tissue, columnar epithelial tissue, ciliated epithelial tissue and glandular epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue which provide protection, secretion, absorption and excretion. They are present at the outer body covering. Next is the squamous epithelial tissue. Squamous epithelial tissue, their function is protection, diffusion and osmosis. They occurs on skin, lining of alveoli of lungs, blood vessels, cheeks, etc. Next is the cuboidal epithelial tissue. Cuboidal epithelial tissue, they are present on glands, ducts, germinal layer of ovary, and their function is secretion and absorption. Next is the columnar. Columnar, they are present in the lining of stomach, intestine, genital ducts. Their function is protection, absorption and secretion. Next is the ciliated epithelial tissue. They are present in the lining of respiratory tract, fallopian tube, nephron, and their function is protection, spreading of mucus, cilia, sets, gases and liquid in motion. Next is the glandular epithelial tissue. Glandular epithelial means, from name we can come to know its location is in the glands and their function is secretion. Next is the connective tissue. Connective tissue, it has further types: areolar tissue, cartilage, bone, tendon, ligament and blood. Areolar tissue, it is present between other tissue and organs, and their function is binding, repair of body tissue. Next is the cartilage. Cartilage, it is present on the covering the edge of bones and supporting windpipe, nose and pinna, and its function is firm flexible support. Next is the bone. Bone, it is present on the skeleton of vertebrate, and its function is give support and shape to the body. Next is the tendon. Tendon, it is present between muscle and bones and it connects muscles to the bone. Next is the ligament. Ligament, it is present at the joints of the long bones and its function is to connect one bone to another bone. Next is the blood. Blood, it flows through the heart and blood vessels. So its function is to transport food, oxygen, carbon dioxide, waste matter, hormones, etc. Next is the muscular tissue. Muscular tissue has three types: striated muscle, non-striated and cardiac muscle. Striated muscles, they are attached to the bones. They are also known as skeletal muscle. Its function is the voluntary movement. Next is the non-striated muscles. Non-striated muscles, they are present in the lining of blood vessels, respiratory tract, digestive organs, urinary bladder, reproductive organ, etc. And its function is involuntary movement like peristaltic movement. Next is the cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscles are present in the heart muscles and its function is the beating of heart. Next is the nervous tissue. Nervous tissue, its location is where it is present: brain, spinal cord and nerves. It control all the body activities, conduction of impulse and to stimulate other tissues for activity. So students, that's it for now. We will discuss next topic in next video.